Hey guys, what's up? It is OsCloud the Coast Cloud today with my top 10 roller coasters 2018. I figured what better time to do this than the very last day of the year. This is my official 2018 top 10 coasters. I love all these rides. They're all really good, all really fun. I only have 69 credits, and next year, 2019, I'm actually planning on doing a lot of crazy stuff. I'm going to a lot of awesome places next year, and I'm very, very excited to show you guys my plans, but that is a video for another day. This one's for my current top 10, all really fun rides, and I think my number one is not going to stuck my number one for a while, because my number one is, it's good, it's really good, but it's not going to be as good as some of the rides I'm going to ride outside of California next year. Starting off with number 10, we have Full Throttle at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Full Throttle is a awesome Premier Rides launch coaster that will definitely get beaten by West Coast Racers in 2019. West Coast Racers just looks better and longer and faster, but Full Throttle is still an awesome coaster with some excellent hang time and some pretty decent air time. The inversions it sends you through are really fun, and also the that second launch with the music is amazing. I love that launch. But yeah, really, other than that, it's just a fun ride to wait in line with, especially when the show is playing next to it. If you see my Magic Mountain vlog from 2017 with Taylor, we actually pretty much had a rave in the Full Throttle line, and that was actually really fun. Number 9 is Accelerator. I think this is the best launch coaster in California, probably in the United States. If Top Thrill Dragster beats this, I'm going to be really happy, but as far as I'm concerned, this is the most intense launch that I have ridden. Very fast, very fun ride. Front row, you get blasted, and it is very intense. Unfortunately, other than the launch and the top out, there isn't much to this ride, and that is why I had to put it number 9. I probably would have put Full Throttle actually over it because of the layup. I was like, nah, it's just more intense and everything. But West Coast Racers, when that comes out, it might actually beat Accelerator because of the layout. The layout looks really awesome with that ride, and I can't wait to experience it. At number 8, we have Gold Striker. Gold Striker used to be my favorite wooden coaster for a very long time, and I still love Gold Striker. It's still my favorite coaster, but it isn't like the best coaster I've ridden. I still have that nostalgia towards it, and I still love it, but it's not the best that I've ridden. It's very fast, it's very fun. The problem is, and the reason why it's number 8 instead of number 7, is because it has been getting a bit slower, and also it's been getting kind of rough. I can't really judge these two coasters accurately anymore when Gold Striker is rougher and slower, and that's why number 7 is now Joker at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Joker is a very fun little RMC, not the best RMC. This is actually the lowest RMC on my list, but the thing is that Joker at night, on Saturday, yesterday, I had an insane night ride on Joker with NorCal Coasters at night, like last ride of the night on Joker. It was amazing. It was pitch black out. The Joker has no lights throughout the layout, making it really awesome, and the ride was hauling all day. And that puts it above Gold Striker for me, honestly. The amount of ejector airtime we got was amazing. The drop was way better. The inversions were crazy. And also, since I was wearing my RMC shirt, it kind of added to it a little bit. But it was still an amazing coaster, and ranking it over Gold Striker was one of the hardest decisions I've had to make recently. But honestly, it's amazing. At number 6, we have Hang Time at Knott's Berry Farm. Hang Time is a Gerstlauer Infinity coaster, and really, it's tall, it's fast, and it has tons of airtime, and really good hang time as well. I feel like the name kind of sums up the ride, obviously. It's awesome. I have a picture of it as my roller coaster notebook, and I just love how this ride looks also. And you can take amazing pictures while you're in the queue line, looking up at the structure and at the track and everything. It just makes it so much cooler, and the light effects are awesome. The only problem is that it can get kind of rough if you ride in a certain row or at a certain time. Then it can get kind of rough. But other than that, this ride is amazing. I actually considered putting it as my number 1 after my first ride, but I was like, I have to get some more rides, and sure enough, it came up at number 6. Number 5 is Ghost Rider, my current favorite wooden coaster. Ghost Rider is a CCI Woody turned GCI in 2016, and this ride kicks butt. It is incredible. The airtime on this thing is madness. And my favorite part of this ride is when you're going through that mid-course brake run that doesn't work anymore, or apparently now it does work, which boo-hoo. But after that little brake run section, you drop off into the structure. Great head chopper with amazing ejector airtime in the back. I love this ride. It's such a long ride. You're mostly inside of the actual structure itself, which is cool. It has kind of like a partial tunnel, which reminds me of Gold Striker a bit. And also, this ride is just really pretty to look at. It is so cool, and honestly, one of my favorite coasters of all time, really. It's just an awesome ride, looks great, and it's actually, even though it consistently gets the longest line at Knott's Berry Farm, it is still it's still definitely the best coaster there. Don't question that. Number 4 is Tatsu, the B&M flying coaster. I love Tatsu. Now, here's one thing. This is the only flying coaster that I've ridden, so the experience for me was very, very special when I went on it for the first time. It felt like nothing I'd ever felt before. It was just amazing. It was magical. The sensation of flying over Magic Mountain was great, and it was terrifying for the first time. Going up that lift hill, I was thinking the restraint is going to fly open, and I'm going to fall onto the floor, and I'm going to die. And the thing that made it kind of scarier is that as you're going up, the mountain's going down. So it's like you're getting further and further from the ground the higher you go. And you look down, you see people walking, and you're like, crap, something bad's going to happen. But as if that wasn't awesome enough, the ride is very, very intense in the back, especially with that pretzel loop. It feels like there is a huge truck on you, and it's squishing you the entire ride. It's unlike anything I've ever felt in my life. You just have to experience it. And also, this ride is massive. Yeah, the stat's like 174 feet, but it looks way bigger than that. It's just towering over Magic Mountain skyline. It is honestly like probably the third best coaster there, if I were to be completely honest. It is such a good ride, and that is why it's at number 4. And at number 3, we have Twisted Colossus. I love this ride. When I first rode on it, it was my favorite coaster. It was my favorite coaster for a very long time until Railblazer came along. Just by the way, spoiler alert, Railblazer number 1. Twisted Colossus has some amazing airtime, great elements, and overall it's a very long ride, and you go through 2 drops, which I think is amazing. And the night ride is really cool too, but the only thing that is really kind of wrong with it is that now it doesn't duel as much. And I think that's why they made West Coast Racers, because they're like, you know what, we need a ride that can duel consistently without issue. And Twisted Colossus didn't really fit the bill for that, so they needed another dueling coaster. Which, come on, Magic Mountain, why are you mixing Full Throttle and Twisted Colossus? Come on. But anyway, awesome roller coaster, and I love it. Number 2 is X2, fittingly. X2 is insane, is the best word I can use to describe it. It is fast, tall, fun, scary. It's everything combined. And if you ride on the outside seat, it is rough. I will admit to that. But everything else about it is amazing. It is absolute terror in a roller coaster, especially going through that drop for the first time. You're thinking, what the hell is going on? I'm going to fall out, just like on Tatsu. Only it's kind of more crazy because you're going almost straight down, like it's 88.8 degrees or something. And it is madness. You're falling for what feels like forever, and then you get lifted up at like the last second, and it is the coolest thing I've ever ridden. And also, all the like special effects make it just that much better with the fire, the music, everything. It's just overall an incredible roller coaster. And I honestly keep having to battle myself between this for number 1 and Railblazer. Which, by the way, Railblazer is my number 1. Railblazer is an awesome RMC with honestly the strongest airtime that I've ever experienced, and probably the strongest airtime in the United States. Apparently, from what I've heard, it's stronger than rides like Steel Vengeance. However, Steel Vengeance has a lot more airtime. That is where Railblazer fails. It is a very short ride. But the ejector on this thing, I'm a huge fan of getting launched out of your seat ejector airtime. And this has getting launched out of your seat ejector airtime. It has it at its finest. And again, my favorite part, my 2 favorite parts actually tied, is that first massive airtime hill in the middle of the coaster. And also the dive off the S-bend those two give some of the craziest ejector airtime on the planet. The inversions are pretty fun too, and the rock work makes it even better. And recently, opening day for Winterfest, I got what solidified this as my #1 rain rides on Railblazer, which is probably the most heavenly thing on the planet, being able to ride Railblazer in the rain. Middle feels like back. Okay, that's how crazy it is, and back row gets 10 times crazier. It is just something that you have to experience if you go to Winterfest at Great America. Try to plan it on a rainy day, because that right there makes it my #1 for sure, permanently. It's not going to change until I go on this trip. Even if I ride X2 and I get a amazing, glossy, smooth ride on X2, this would still be better than it because of that rain ride. Anyway, guys, that was my top 10 roller coasters of 2018, my official top 10. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I am very, very excited to eliminate all the coasters in my top 10 when I go on my next trip. I am very excited for 2019, obviously, if I haven't been showing you guys that. But it just feels like it's going to be a great year. I got a lot of awesome new stuff, some new, better content is going to be coming to you guys. I got like new cameras and everything that I'm still figuring out. I'm still making some really nice little improvements and stuff. And I am actually planning something with some friends of mine. We're going to be doing an RMC Boss music video. As stupid as that sounds, yeah, we're going to make an RMC Boss music video just for the lulz. We kind of get bored and we're like, let's start writing a script for this. So we're like already halfway done. So we're like, let's just keep going. But it is going to be fun. I'm really excited to actually see it. It's going to be really cringy. It's going to be really bad. But I think it's going to be really funny to watch. But yeah, if you guys want to see some more awesome adventures, definitely stay tuned and subscribe. The next couple months are going to be, or the next year, 2019, is going to be filled with some of the best content we've ever touched in Coaster Cloud's history. We're going to be meeting Coaster Kids again. That's one of my first videos, is meeting Coaster Kids. We're probably going to see Taylor again. We're definitely going to a lot of awesome parks. I'll just tell you guys that right now. I'm not going to spoil it, but it is going to be one hell of a year that you guys have just got to stick around for the ride. Stay in line. I know it's like a 4-hour queue, but trust me, the ride's worth it. Anyway, guys, one last thing. Because off-season is happening tomorrow, I'm so upset about that. I will not be having a whole lot of vlogs on the channel. So, like, going to Great America every Friday and vlogging it, I'm not going to be able to do that as much. And on top of that, I'm going to be doing a lot more bedroom videos. However, I will try to have some friends of mine that are going to parks film and send me back footage, just so that way I can, like, kind of show you guys, oh, by the way, here's this park, and here's that park, and here's all these other parks in between, just so that way you guys can see. So anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, go ahead, like and subscribe, leave your comments below, and I'll see you all probably January 1st for the 2019 park trip plans. Anyway, guys, have a wonderful day, Happy New Year, and hope for your 2019 does not suck.